So I have a question for you. Do you remember when you were a kid and you had a fixation on something that you really loved, and now as you are older, you still get a lot of joy from that particular fixation? Well, I have a love and I get a lot of joy out of using the Field Notes notebook. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Field Notes notebook and the 3 ways that I use it for my photography. My name is Felicia Bass. I'm a freelance photographer here in Jacksonville, Florida, and on this channel I like to talk about everything photography, tech, and gear. So the 3 ways that I like to use the Field Notes notebook would be for travel, my everyday carry, and for specific research projects. So the first way I use the Field Notes notebook is for travel. Before I even start to think about the details of travel, I'll grab a notebook and I will start to jot down notes for that particular travel. So, where I want to stay, how long I'm going to be there, who my contacts are going to be on the ground, some of the things that I want to do outside of maybe a business travel. If it's a personal travel, I'll have additional notes on things that I like to do. So there's just a lot of information that I like to collect when it's the travel notebook. I then take it a step further and I include information like my itinerary, where I'm going to be, maybe the hotels that I'm going to be staying in, if I'm in an Airbnb, or if the company has rented a home for me with someone. I'm collecting information so that if something happens to me, this information is in the notebook and people don't try to have to access my phone. The information is in the notebook. So for example, my personal contact information, an emergency contact information, my contact information of the person that I am visiting with, or the company or business that I'm working with while I'm on that particular travel. So those things I think are very essential to have in the notebook. Sometimes I have down information about my medical health, so that folks know how to engage with me if an emergency arises and I'm in a situation where I'm sick or ill. They know how to interact with me. So all those things, when it comes to the travel, I like to jot those down. So the next way that I use the Field Notes notebook for photography is really in my everyday carry. It's a entirely different notebook. So that is a notebook that is going to collect any quotes, collect any facts, collect any affirmations, any sayings, any notes, any creativity that strikes while I'm out and about in a normal, regular day. There is not a place that I go to that I don't have a camera or some type of camera equipment. And because that is the case, I am taking a Field Notes notebook. I never know when creativity is going to strike, but when it does strike, I like to write down my thoughts. I like to reflect on the day that I've had, or some of the things that I've seen, and some of the images that I have collected or taken in that particular day. So the last way I like to use Field Notes for my photography is for projects. So I am often scouting locations. And so when I am out scouting locations, I am taking and collecting data in the Field Notes notebook. So when I am collecting data for specific projects, I'm writing down tons of details: street location, what the scene looks like, if there are a number of people around, is this going to be a great area to shoot in? Am I going to need a permit? All of these things are going into the notebook. It's very important for me to have this information and for me to go back and then look at the information so that I can then build upon the project that I'm working on. So I've been using the Field Notes brand, I think, for the last 4 years. This is my most recent one, which is the National Park series. What I like most about the Field Notes notebook brand is that they produce a variety of themed notebooks as well as special edition notebooks. The size is just perfect for me. Like I said before in one of my other videos, is that no matter what bag I decide to toss this in, it is not going to take up any room in that bag at all. I hope that you got some value out of this video and how it helps me in my photography. Let me know in the comments what you use, if you use anything at all. If you enjoyed this video, check out my latest video of what's in my camera bag. There I show you how I pack for short travel trips and how I use the Field Notes notebook as well. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, peace.